It was one of those ordinary days that often turn into extraordinary moments. I was having coffee with a friend. We were talking about life, ministry, challenges, and as we always do, we were talking about the power of God. Like the road you're traveling seems extra bumpy and the challenges seem just a bit too much to handle. Now, before we dive into this profound message, I invite you to subscribe. Do you ever feel like life has dealt you a bad hand? Like the challenges you face are just too great to overcome? Well, God doesn't see it that way. He sees a masterpiece waiting to be revealed. That's exactly how God views you. He sees your bents as opportunities to mold you, to shape you into the best version of yourself. But why do we, His creation, tend to focus on our flaws rather than seeing them as chances for growth? Why do we think we're broken when God believes we're simply bent? It begins with humility, with acknowledging that we're not perfect and that we need God's help. Write them down. Release them to God and declare that you're not broken, but just bent. God is the potter, and He's there to mend you, to heal you, and to transform you into the masterpiece you were meant to be. It involves surrendering our flaws and letting Him work His magic. It's like finding a hidden gem that once sparkled but lost its shine over time. With a little care and attention, you can restore it to its former glory. That's precisely how God feels about you. You're bent, but God is in the business of straightening things out. How did you overcome those feelings? Share your stories in the comments below. Let's spread hope and healing together. Thank you for watching. May you walk in the warm embrace of God's love, knowing that you're not broken, but simply bent. And remember, God is the potter, and He's here to make you the masterpiece you were meant to be. Until next time, stay blessed and keep believing in God's incredible healing power. Together, let's encourage one another and spread the message that we're not broken. We're bent, and God is there to mend us. He sees the masterpiece within you and wants to bring it to the surface. So don't give up on yourself. Don't let the bends define you. Instead, surrender them to God, the potter, and let Him mold you into the extraordinary creation He intended you to be. He sees you as a precious treasure buried under layers of hurt, disappointments, and perceived flaws. Remember, you're not broken. You're bent, but God is in the business of straightening things out. But listen closely. God whispers to you, saying, "Don't give up. You're not broken. You're just bent. And I am here to restore you to your original brilliance." It is because we often forget that we serve a God who specializes in making beautiful things out of seemingly broken pieces. He takes what the world considers worthless and transforms it into something of great value. Your imperfections, those cracks and flaws you see, they're nothing but bends in His eyes. It starts with a shift in perspective. It means choosing to see ourselves through God's eyes. Think of Moses, who stuttered but was called to lead the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt. God can use you in ways you never imagined if you allow Him to restore and reshape you. Embrace your bends, those experiences that tested your faith and made you feel like you lost your shine. Bring them to God and let Him polish them, refine them, and make them part of your masterpiece. Think of David, who was just a shepherd boy, yet he faced a giant and won. These individuals, like you, had doubts and fears, but they allowed God to work through them, transforming them into the heroes of their stories. It might have been an accident during the firing process, but the skilled hands of the potter saw an opportunity to make it even more unique. He repaired the chip and made it part of the design, turning what could have been a flaw into a work of art. Similarly, our bends, our imperfections, are not mistakes. They're experiences and circumstances that have shaped us into who we are today. But guess what? God doesn't dwell in the temple of perfection. He resides in the hearts of those who acknowledge their bents and seek His help to transform them. When we do that, we realize that we're not broken, we're just bent. And God is here to fix us. And guess what? bents can be fixed. They can be mended. And when God, the potter, steps in, they become an opportunity for transformation. You might think you're broken, that you're not good enough, or that you don't deserve happiness. But wait, because God has a different perspective. He sees you not as broken, but as bent, and he promises to straighten you out. If you haven't already, it's absolutely free, and by doing so, you'll be joining a community of believers who are eager to learn and grow in their faith. So go ahead, click that subscribe button, and let's embark on this journey together. Well, let me tell you this, you're not alone. Life has a way of throwing curveballs at all of us, doesn't it? But what if I told you that even in the toughest times, there's a glimmer of hope, a promise of healing waiting for you? Today, I want to share a message that changed my life forever. A message from God that says you're not broken, you're merely bent. And the good news is he, the potter, is here to reshape you into the masterpiece you were intended to be. Suddenly, my friend leaned forward, her eyes shining with excitement. She shared a dream she'd had the night before, a dream filled with symbols and messages that resonated deeply with me. And then she mentioned something that really caught my attention. She said, I believe that God has a special word for you, a message that you need to hear right now. Intrigued, I asked, what is it? And she replied, God says you are not broken, you are simply bent. And he, being the potter, is here to mold you back into the masterpiece he created you to be. Those words hit me like a revelation. They sparked a fire within me, a realization that shook me to my core. In that moment, I knew she was right. I wasn't broken, I was just bent. And God, in his infinite mercy, was ready to straighten me out. Have you ever felt like you're going through a rough patch in life? So grab a cup of your favorite drink, settle in, and get ready to discover the truth that sets you free. Now let us explore the depths of God as healing power and the transformative journey he has planned for each one of us. Picture this, you're standing in front of a mirror, but instead of seeing your physical reflection, you see your soul. Are you broken? Think about it. When a piece of clay is bent, is it broken? No, it's still moldable, still pliable. But how do we embrace this truth? How do we accept that our bends are just that, opportunities for transformation? Have you ever come across a piece of pottery that was beautifully crafted, yet had a small chip on its rim? But how do we mend our bends and start our journey towards becoming the masterpieces God intends for us to be? As you reflect on these words, I invite you to take a moment to identify the areas where you feel bent, where you struggle with self-doubt or believe you're not good enough. Have you ever stumbled upon a forgotten treasure while cleaning out an old wardrobe or attic? You might feel like you've lost your sparkle, that your dreams have faded, and that you no longer shine as brightly as you once did. Think about the countless stories in the Bible where individuals considered themselves unworthy or incapable only to accomplish amazing things when they put their trust in God. When you feel like you're broken, remember, you're just bent. In conclusion, my friends, when life's challenges leave you feeling broken, remember, you're not. I want to hear from you. Have you experienced moments in your life when you felt broken because of your circumstances? If you found this video uplifting and want to share the message with others, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family.